For the last part of the RESP 2650 Lab Module A, I'm going to be breathing on PAV+. When you set up PAV+ for your patient, it will only be in PAV+ once you see the work of breathing total and the work of breathing patient boxes on the screen above the green and yellow work bar that you see at the top of this picture. PAV is a spontaneous mode of ventilation. If the patient is not making spontaneous efforts, they will not receive PAV breaths. As you remember from your previous ventilation courses, in PAV, the ventilator adjusts support based upon patient compliance, resistance, flow, and tidal volume. The greater the amount of work being done by the patient results in a greater amount of support from the ventilator. I've set the percent support, or the ventilator support, to 20%. What that means is whatever work is being done by the patient is 80% of the total, and the ventilator does 20%. 20 is 1/4 of 80. That means it will give 1/4 more support. I've pulled the camera back a bit so you can see the spontaneous parameters that are measured that are associated with that amount of support from the ventilator. At this point, I increased my respiratory rate and my size of tidal volume. I am doing 80% of the total work, but my work has gone up. The ventilator is providing the other 20% of the total work. I'm doing 80. Ventilator is doing 20, that hasn't changed, but the total work has gone up. At this point, I increased the ideal body weight inputted into the settings because the ventilator was limiting the maximum tidal volume that I could receive. I then increased the percent support from the ventilator to 50%. What that means is the ventilator will measure the work of breathing from the patient, and then it will give an identical amount of support from the ventilator on top of that. The total will be 100%. The ventilator is performing 50% of the total work, and I am performing the other 50%. Here's a brief video clip of me breathing faster and deeper breaths. Notice the changes to the support from the ventilator.